Hello, everybody. It's Mr. Klausner here. Today's October 30th. Oh my goodness, so close to Halloween, but let's get into this. So here you can see my screen. It's welcome to week 12. Today's October 30th. It is a D schedule. Remember, a lighter week this week. Happy Halloween. Stay safe this weekend. The quote of the week is there. We would take prayer, do attendance. We're going to do a little project check-in and the do now. And then the activity, which I'll send to you in this email or I'll post it online. So remember, when we come back to class, this is just some reminders for all those students that are back in person today. Today's the first day back for most of us. And then these are the rewards and the consequences that occur if we don't do that. So big project check-in. So as of right now, you can look at your grade or your class period and see how well your class is doing, because these are the projects on the left that are completed and submitted, and the ones that are not done yet, it is due today. I'm giving you many days to work on it. So here we would do this in class, the election activity, a relationship exercise, a stretch break, and then finish your homework, and then meet online. So here's the do now. These are all posted on the weekly playlist. I would ask you, what is your favorite Halloween movie? Get a little stretching in before we start. Now, this is the election activity. Now, I never had a teacher teach me really much about the election until I was in 8th grade with my history teacher, Todd Blakeman. He was a super good teacher, but it is an important part of our imperfect democracy. So the election is happening next week, Tuesday. Mr. Klausner and a lot of people in Hawaii have already voted because we vote by mail. But these are just some of the standards that we were going to do. It's a grade 4. There's information here from grade 4, grade 6, 2 standards, and then 1 from grade 8. So we actually are going a little bit above and beyond in this one. So this is the Illinois State Capitol, which is where I am from, Springfield. And these are just some things to talk about, you know, what kind of democracy we have, the levels of government, our political parties, and then here's Abraham Lincoln on the left, and that's the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. on the right. And then we also had the census this year. So it's not just an election year, but we had a census. And so that's really important, especially when it comes to funding and getting out all that federal funding to schools and fire departments, roads, and other resources. And there's so many numbers in here. And this is just my little thing. I'm not going to put my political agenda on you, but I just want to teach you about the election and talk about like how important that this election is, as well as the ones that you will vote in coming up in 2024, maybe for some of you, or a little older in 2026, 2028. And also know that there's math in there. So here, this would be a complete the pattern. As you can see, there it is. And I shared the answers there. And so this one would be the percents and decimals and fractions, which we've gone over. Here are the answers. I'm going to make you do this, so please respond to this. And here's the local, state, and federal breakdowns of the seats. So that one's pretty fun. And then here's political parties, where we divide it up a little bit based on kind of like the electoral college, on which person can win each state. So we get some percentages, which we've been working with. And then lastly, we talk about scientific notation, which is what mathematicians and a lot of scientists, as you can tell by the name, use to represent really, really big numbers and really, really small numbers. So we just introduced that a little bit today. And then you would reflect on one thing you learned, one question you have, or one thing you're thankful for. And then this is a great quote. It says, although our interests as citizens vary, each one is an artery to the heart that pumps life through the body politic. And each is important to the health of the democracy. So even though I may disagree with you, or you may disagree with me, we still must voice our political and civic responsibilities so that we have the health of our democracy flourishing in our world. We would do this exercise in class, so this is really kind of more for those of us that are in person, and I'll go through that. And then we take another stretch break, and then the last thing is you have the big project due today, and the homework also due today, and then we would clean up, and that is the day. So let me stop this share, go back to the big screen, and just say I'm so stoked to have some of you back in class. Those of you that are still online, remember, just look out for these emails from me. You'll either get the video, or you'll get a time to meet with me, or you'll just have work on your asynchronous work. And we'll just keep grinding and fighting through this. And if there's anything I can do to support you, if you feel like you need some help on fractions or multiplying, whatever it is, just reach out to me at my email address. Miss you guys. Take it easy. Bye-bye.